What's good, everybody out there? If you're new to the channel, subscribe, like, comment, and share. Let's talk about it. This episode is brought to you by Cocoa Breeze Body Butter. Available in lemongrass, jasmine, lavender, and king scent. We're working on some new fragrances too. Made with all natural ingredients. Ladies, if you know somebody that got some, ask them. They put it on, and people say stuff to them like,
"You look especially radiant today, Your Grace. I was just remarking to my mother the other day what lovely skin the Queen has."
yo, let's talk about it, man. I just came back from Atlanta doing a project with my man Peter Sparker. Shout out to Peter Sparker. We did a nice interview. It's gonna be up on my channel soon. It might actually be up before this video be up. So if you see it before you see this, never mind. If not, go check that video out, right? But you know, just riding around the city, man. Just processing everything that's going on with this coronavirus thing, and like, there's a lot more going on than people think, and I still maintain that. I feel like, and I always ask this question in my interviews with people, what do you see positive coming out of this situation? And I feel like, one, the social distancing from a certain standpoint is good, and I feel like if we as a people, right, take this opportunity to implement certain things in order to make ourselves individually or as communities more self-sufficient. This whole thing, I feel like, will push a lot of people to start homeschooling their kids. I feel like all of us need to take our kids out of school. I feel like once the thing pops back off, not an African American child should send their kid back to school. I mean, parents should send their kid back to public school. You got something linked up with private school that you feel comfortable with and you can afford it, do your thing. Public school, no. We've been homeschooling our kids. Y'all kicked us out of public school now because you're going to have to take the vaccine to get back in. That's just, bank on it. If you any resemblance of woke, you know what I mean, then all that stuff that you was talking about before you had kids about the mark of the beast and all that, you want to have them put it up in your kids and put them back in public school. Willingly, you gonna do it. So to me, it's more of a call to homeschool your kids. Listen, man. Homeschool your kids, man. Homeschool your kids. Like, take this time to put something, to implement a system, and then when it open back up, use that, and then don't. And what's that gonna do? If the end goal is you believe in public school not as a institution, but as an idea, then you can use that to affect the change in the idea. I hope that this, allow people to condition themselves to be uncomfortable and live with less, because that's the only way that you're going to affect change. Once everything fires back up, you know what I mean? Don't play the game. It's the best way to win. And we keep losing because we keep playing the game. And you're going to have to play the game now. You know what I'm saying? And, so that aspect, just the social distancing and people being more conscious of their health and their hygiene and all that kind of stuff. I feel like that's good. As far as the virus, listen, I'll tell you this. If you believe that this is something that was just happened to have happened and this is just the response to it, then I feel sorry for you. I'm just being honest. This is created, weaponized, and used for an agenda. And the proof of that is that it's already been scripted. This is just a script that they follow. Everything that they do is a script that they follow. You've been watching the script your whole life, conditioned to accept the script your whole life, subconsciously, your whole life. So now they got you to a point where, you know, this whole thing is already set up. This global government is already set up. What they're doing now, they're just playing with a new toy. All the pieces are in place. And the biggest new toy is the minds of the people. They got us, our minds, trapped. You know what I'm saying? And I see it every day. I hear it in people every day. They just spout the rhetoric that comes from known liars. That just makes no sense to me. Whether it is or it isn't, I'm not going to take the word of someone who's lied to me my entire life. Everything that I've learned my entire life has been a lie. The only truth that I know is truth that I had to find for myself. Everything that I learned from the people who are supposed to teach me, and the same people who are teaching now, has been liars. The people who write the history have been liars. The scientists have been liars. All of them. You know what I mean? All of them. So, staying healthy is the best thing the best thing that could come out of this. And like I said, you know, it's something that's weaponized and used, because at the end of the day, population control has always been the forefront of the agenda. I mean, we can go all the way back, but I mean, I'll stop at the Vietnam War and work forward. Population control, partially, yes. The agenda, that's always been the agenda through everything that's happened. So these are things that, man, these people have already been talking about. This information is already out there. For those of us, like, I take solace in the fact that, you know, I belong to a community of brothers, man. We've been talking about this stuff forever. I've been putting it out in my music forever. I've been talking about this stuff in my music since I came out. Now everybody's talking about it. You know what I'm saying? When I first came out, it was a very small minority of people. Me being one of them. Very small. That was talking about this stuff. People thought this stuff was a waste of time to talk about. Now, everything that's going on is exactly what I've been saying in my music. My entire career. Most people don't even know because they haven't even heard. You feel me? But those who have. And I feel like that's one of the reasons why the Most High led me back to doing what I'm doing right now. You know what I'm saying? Because I shut all of this down. But, you know, I found myself in the position I'm in right now at this time. And, you know, I positioned myself here before any of this even popped off. You feel me? So I'm supposed to be here doing what I'm doing right now. You know what I'm saying? Because this is how I started my journey. You feel me? So man, look, you know, use this time, man, to, one, educate yourself. You know, educate yourself. The agenda, there's always been an agenda. And you have to educate yourself on what the agenda is so you can see where the agenda is going. And so at very least, if you don't get anything else out of it, you don't get caught off guard. You can prepare yourself. You might not be able to fight it, you might not be able to stop it, but you can at least prepare yourself. You know what I'm saying? And not put yourself in a state of panic, because panic has always been used to further the greater agenda. You know what I'm saying? And, you know, the world powers that are at play right now is crazy. They shut down the Kaaba. Saudi Arabian government. Part of the world power. It's happening. It's happening. And educate yourself about what's happening, but I don't trust nothing that they telling me. I don't. I'm sorry. I take my precautions, as we say in Islam. I tie my camel, but I don't trust anything that they say. I take this opportunity to be more health conscious. I take this opportunity to pay more attention to what I'm putting in my body. I take this opportunity to pay more attention on, you know what I'm saying, if I'm putting my hand in my mouth or doing this kind of stuff like that. Like, we in this country have disgusting practices, but if you understand the history of this country and who it was established by, you know, I'm gonna leave that right there. You know, we do. But it was established by the people who established the country. And I'm gonna do another video about that. But anyway, man, stay safe out there. Don't believe the hype. Educate yourself, learn, you know, take this time, man, to start implementing the things that you always been talking about implementing but never had the time to do. I know I've talked to people who are on the fence about homeschool. Take this time, homeschool your kids. Boom. You know what I'm saying? I've talked to people who, you know what I mean, like, wanted to get into gardening and different things like that. Look, take this time to get your garden started. You know what I'm saying? Anything, all of it. Because once the system restarts, reboots, there's gonna be some changes. And there's gonna be some, and a lot of people are gonna be tested, because there's a lot of people that, you know, before they had kids and before all this stuff became a reality, they was all, yo, and I ain't doing this and I ain't doing that. You know, now we about to see. We about to see. We about to see, because that vaccine, think it's just some medicine if you want. That's what they want. In order for things to go back to normal, you're gonna have to plug into the system. Plug in. Plug in. You know what I mean? And we'll see. You know, but if you take this time to make yourself less and less dependent on the system, you'll be good. That's all I got for now. Once again, if you're new to the channel, subscribe, like, comment, share. Let's talk about it. Peace.